Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with a new timeless reading. Timeless meaning no matter when you come across this message and it resonates with you, it is for you. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all the new and returning viewers and subscribers, and to my amazing channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and jump right on in, see what's the overall energy for this timeless message. Woo! For Aquarius. You have Temperance coming through for that overall energy. All right. What to watch out for? Ace of Cups. Ooh, okay. All right. Blessings. What's the blessing or blessings coming in? Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Lesson or learning. What's the lesson or learning coming? My goodness. You got the Lovers. Whew. Aquarius. And guidance or advice. Wow. Aquarius, it feels like we need to talk. Guidance or advice is the Tower, but it's reversed. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Oh my, Aquarius. We definitely need to talk here at the bottom of the deck. Wow. You have all major arcana. Now look what I'm noticing here. This is a double card. 10 of coins. I did not notice this. So it appeared that you had all major arcana, Temperance, Lovers, Tower, Star, with the two aces, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, and then you also have the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Coins with the Tower. Aquarius, oh my gosh, it's reversed also. I didn't even notice that. They're both reversed. Wow. Aquarius, we need to talk. We need to talk, okay? Your guidance or advice, the Tower, 10 of Coins. You have Temperance and... okay, let's take it back. Take it back a step, okay? Your overall energy is Temperance, perfecting balance, okay? I want you to see just how similar. Now, it's not as similar in this one as in a lot of the other ones, but Temperance has the 2 cups, and normally so does the Star, okay? Temperance, Sagittarius. Obviously, the Star is Aquarius, so there may be something to do. It may be Aquarius is like talking to a Sagittarius, Temperance, right? And being like, hey, we need to talk. Or they could be, you know, it could be a Sagittarius being like, Aquarius, we need to talk. But it feels very much like through this message, Aquarius, we need to talk. Okay, Spirit to Aquarius, me to Aquarius through Spirit, however you want to look at it. It feels very much like this is an energy of Aquarius, we need to talk, okay? So you've got this perfecting balance, union of opposites. Now, isn't it interesting that I just talked about how similar the actual image is, not on the specific one, but if you think about the traditional, the Temperance and the Star are super similar, but this is union of opposites. And if you think about it, there is a potential with the fire and the air sign, right? I mean, it feels very much like this is speaking directly to Aquarius with regards to potentially a Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. It could be placements. It could be that you, Aquarius, need to be perfecting balance. May not have anything at all to do with the Sagittarius. It's just the Temperance energy. But you also have the 2 kind of purples coming through here, if you look. So this is a rich, deep, potent message and energy that's coming through, okay? So you have moderation, purposeful, harmony, tranquil, patience, alchemy, balance, and peace. So you're being asked here, Aquarius, to alchemize the energy around you, okay? Balance it out. Really, for some of you, there is this energy that needs to come through, or this conversation that needs to come through. It needs to come through in moderation, but also I have to tell you what I'm getting here, Aquarius. Also, there is this needing to really be in a space of balancing out your masculine and your feminine energy, because if I'm telling you, both Temperance, Sagittarius, Temperance, and the star Aquarius, they're masculine energies. So some of you have really been in your masculine energy, okay? And it's time to take a step back, right? And move into a space, because look at both of these cards have feminine or female energy on them. Okay, it's about the energy, not about the gender, but we all have masculine and feminine, but it does feel very much like you've got this deep, potent energy. You've got this kind of like, balancing out energy. You've got this wish being granted energy, this conversation coming through, the similarities, the opposites, right? You're being asked to kind of step into an opposite energy with this overall, this Temperance, okay? Moderation, balance it out, perfecting balance with the masculine and feminine. That's what's coming through here, Aquarius. So if you have been feeling as if you have been having a bit of a difficult time, this is, again, just the overall energy, then there is a potential that may be why, okay? Now, what to watch out for? You have the Ace of Cups, overflowing love, bliss, romantic success, new romance, flowing emotion. This is it, joy, Aquarius. This is what I want you to think about. This is it, okay? Temperance and that overflowing. This is it. It's time for you to allow yourself to perfect that balance, to go within moderation, and to watch out for this bliss, this opening. This is it, Aquarius. This is why we need to have this conversation. This is why we need to have a talk. This is why we needed to come together here, Aquarius, and potentially you and somebody else, or however. This is it. This is that flowing emotion. This is that overflow with the Ace of Cups. This is that energy of what to watch out for. This love, this romance, this union, this coming together. You also have the Lovers over here, okay? So Aquarius, it can be difficult, okay, to be in a space of being open, being ready for, being in a space of harmony and, right, alchemy, peace, if you're always in one energy or the other and not fluid in balancing them out, i.e. the masculine, feminine, okay? Your blessing coming in is the Ace of Wands, and it is in reverse, so it's needing an outlet, okay? Bubbling under the surface, many ideas, lacking direction, emerging ideas, inception. So there is this blessing coming through, Aquarius, where this is coming. You've got a passionate start on the other side, right? Where this is coming through, that there is the inception. Something is bubbling under the surface, okay? There's ideas coming through, but some are lacking direction. So this is a blessing because it's opening up that space for you to be able to balance that out, okay? There's a potential of lacking that direction because of being too much in one masculine energy or feminine energy. In this message, it's coming through that there's a potential that many of you have been in your masculine energy, potentially attempting to force things to happen and really just shoving. And that may be because some of you are needing an outlet with this Ace of Wands. This is coming through that is going to be the blessing, that inception, those emerging ideas. It's bubbling under the surface, and it will be coming through as that blessing. There is that balancing energy coming through. Whatever the outlet is, it could just be, hear me out, okay? We need to talk here, Aquarius, hear me out. It could just be that outlet may just be balancing that masculine and feminine instead of being so much in one or the other. Again, coming through here as the masculine, okay? Now, your lessons or learnings is coming through as the Lovers, okay? Union, connections, relationships, alignment, openness, romance. Now, see, you have two romance cards here. Romance here and romance here. Harmony here, harmony here. Where's harmony? Harmony's here. Here, harmony. Okay. Choice is duality, love. All right. So this is like just reiterating the learning unlearnings. It's just reiterating or lessons or learnings, excuse me, well, maybe unlearnings, is just reiterating what has already come through here, Aquarius. This is coming in with this energy that's, if it feels like you have been pushing away, right, needing an outlet, but pushing away love or connection or romance or harmony or bliss, right, new romance, flow, this is it, the joy. If it feels like you have been pushing away, it feels like this is your answer, and that's why this is coming through. That's why you need to hear this out, or hear the person out, or hear me out, Aquarius. That's why we need to talk here, because if you're pushing it away, there is a lesson and a learning in that perfecting a balance, in that moderation, in allowing yourself to flow in and out seamlessly, effortlessly. It's going to take work in the beginning, and it might feel strange and feel like it's not quite right or what have you, but to flow in and out of the masculine and the feminine energy, the giving, the receiving, the assertive kind of energy, and the softer energy, kind of moving back and forth seamlessly. It's going to create a space where you can have those connections, those relationships be in alignment, right? Have that openness. We talked about the open-mindedness and kind of that open energy, and open or allow yourself to be open for the idea even of romance or partnership or friendships or whatever it may be specifically, or having that peace and that harmony, right? But also the love and the choices. For some of you, it feels like you may not feel like you even have people that show up, or choices or opportunities, and spirits like, that's why this is coming through. That's why we need to talk here, Aquarius. Okay. Now your advice is the Tower. You have 3 cards reversed here. The Tower and the 10 of Coins. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana. So this is a big, big, big deal. Okay. A big, big, big deal. Your advice or guidance, Aquarius, is the Tower and the 10 of Coins, both reversed. So you've got a narrow escape, disaster averted, okay? Near miss, resisting change, stall, delaying the inevitable. So it feels very much like, Aquarius, you have been stalling, you have been delaying, you have been in this space of resisting change. Now you have these 4 major arcana that's like, oh, well, Aquarius, not really up to you anymore. Now it's going to be time for that to happen. Okay. You got the 10 of Coins reversed, also the love of money, old money, married for money, bankrupt, contracts, inherited, family feud, money concerns, financial loss or gain. So it feels very much like you, your advice and guidance, Aquarius, is to give up this idea that only you can only be in a space of something. I don't know why this is coming through, but it's almost like, just hear me out again here, Aquarius. It's almost like if you aren't going to make enough money at a job, and this is just a metaphor or just an example coming through, then why would you work at that job? Okay. But in the interim, you're going broke, or you're, right, maybe even going bankrupt because you have no money. Does that make sense? It's like you are not in this space of moderation, balancing, bringing it all together, right? Or having this purposeful kind of energy. You're not in that deep, potent energy of the Temperance and the Star kind of combined or together. You're not in there, okay? But also, there's not that balancing of, for whatever reason, the masculine and the feminine energy coming through, okay? Now, I do want to tell you that the Lover's card is also a masculine card. The Tower is also a masculine energy. So do you see that you have these 4 energies here, okay? You have these 4 energies of major arcana, and they're all in that masculine energy. And so there's not a lot, at least in the major arcana, of feminine energy being represented here. And Aquarius, that feels like what needs to be pulled in. That's why I need you to hear me out here. It feels like you're going bankrupt, right? Because you're resisting kind of allowing yourself to be a little bit vulnerable, or allowing yourself to be a little bit soft, whether you're male or female. Not about that, about the energy, masculine, feminine, okay? We all have masculine, feminine energy. But if it's coming through that you're delaying or you're resisting the change, right? Of kind of moving into that because you have this deep idea that you have to be, right? Could be inherited, could be conditioned ideas coming through with that reversed 10 of coins, that love of money energy, right? But it feels like you're going kind of bankrupt in way more ways than one by staying there, okay? Now, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is, in fact, the Star, which is you. You're going to pull your shit together. Okay, you've got wish granted. So it's not that you don't have it, it's just that you're in this space, you're in this place, you're what have you, Aquarius, but you're going to move into that content energy. You're going to move into that perfect balance. You're going to move into that moderation. It feels like there's something that's going to be a wake-up call that's going to kind of open your eyes. Could be in a spiritual realm, could be something, right? But you've got purpose here and you've got purposeful here, okay? Purposeful and purpose. So there is a renewal, there is a healing, okay? You got peace, you got calm, you got faith, you got harmony, you got tranquil. You're healing, you're in that space, and you're going to begin to see how that consistent kind of masculine energy may not always serve you. There's going to be something that comes around here, Aquarius, where it's like, hear me out, okay? That masculine energy is not always going to serve you, and you're going to be like, oh, I get it now. That feminine energy, that bit of softness, that bit of kind of allowing that flow to come through, being more in a purpose, being more calm, being more faith-based, or having that energy of alchemizing, moving, switching between, right? The energies of the masculine, feminine creates that balance and creates wishes granted because there's something that you have been wanting. Could be the romance, could be, right? That has you you've been narrowly escaping because you've been resisting that energy. You've been delaying the inevitable, the love, the money, the romance, the connection, the friendships, whatever it is. It's bubbling right under the surface, Aquarius, ready to come through, but you got to let it, okay? Maybe move into that feminine, switch back and forth, alchemize that energy, okay? All right. Hopefully that made sense. I'm going to leave this here. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button right down below and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. See you in the next reading.